Little People. Big House Little People's Matt Roloff reveals new dream home on Oregon family farm after ex-wife Amy finally moves off property. Matt shared photos of the property on the Oregon family farm on Instagram. Earlier this week, it captioned a series of snaps. After a very productive 3 weeks back at the farm, logs are prepped for new cabin, lawns all fertilized and mowed, new employees hired and trained for summer season, goats and sheep groomed and happy, big house cleaned and painted, birthdays celebrated, grandkids played with, fields plowed. New house designed with permits submitted. Farm is under control. New COVID cleaning procedures in place. Now time to catch my breath before real summer work begins. One photo reveals a luxurious modern yet rustic home with a wood-beamed ceiling, decorative stone wall, spacious glass windows, and expansive outdoor patio, perfect for the TLC reality star. Also showed a stack of logs he prepared to create a small log cabin on Roloff farm. Some fan asked on Instagram, "Where is the log cabin going? Is it for pumpkin season or the grandkids?" Matt responded, "Both." He also shared a photo of the chicken coop. "But it is the large rustic but ritzy home reveal that has fans of the show," another commenter wrote. "That's so impressive. You and your girl are a real team. You get things done. That's called a new life ahead." It's no secret that Caryn, 52, who has been dating Matt, 58, for 4 years, had no intention of moving into the large home vacated by his ex-wife, Amy, last October. On The Little People Big World season premiere on March 31, Caryn told the cameras, "I would never live in the big house. Ever. Put a pin in that." The comment made Matt chuckle nervously while she rolled her eyes. Matt's divorce from Amy, mother of his 4 children Jeremy and Zachary, both 32, Molly, 26, Jacob, 23, was finalized in May 2016 after 30 years of marriage. The Roloff patriarch has said on the show he thinks Amy's house, which he has been renovating, would be a perfect fit for Jeremy and his family. Caryn was Matt's assistant for over a decade before they began dating. Amy, 55, now engaged to realtor Chris Merrick, 54, confessed to fans in a Facebook Live session in March of 2019. "We had someone that worked for us for a very long time on our farm, and I believe, and this is all from my perspective, that there was more than just friends going on. And I think that evolved to a point where that got in the way of our marriage as well." The Roloff patriarch has said on the show he thinks Amy's house, which he has been renovating, would be a perfect fit for Jeremy and his family. Caryn was Matt's assistant for over a decade before they began dating. Amy, 55, now engaged to realtor Chris Merrick, 54, confessed to fans in a Facebook Live session in March of 2019. "We had someone that worked for us for a very long time on our farm, and I believe, and this is all from my perspective, that there was more than just friends going on. And I think that evolved to a point where that got in the way of our marriage as Amy purchased a 5-bed, 4-bath, 3,767 square foot home in Hillsboro, Oregon in September of 2019 for $588,500. She vacated the farmhouse 4 months after receiving a payout of $667,000 from her ex-husband. If Matt and Caryn's dream home plans are approved by the state of Oregon, they will soon be breaking ground for on the famous 36-acre pumpkin farm in A-hole movie Little People. Big World's Matt Roloff slammed for being manipulative and nasty to ex-Amy over divisive farm wall. The 58-year-old reality star got into a heated argument with his spouse of nearly 30 years over a wall he built to divide Roloff Farm into 2 separate properties after their divorce. "This is Matt's wall. Don't go over it because you're on his property now and you better watch out." Hopefully this doesn't turn into the Hatfields and the McCoys, Amy fired off. Following their 2016 breakup, Amy and Matt equally split their assets, which included the family farm, after she accepted a buyout from her ex. An eager Matt called the project symbolic as the construction pieces arrived to their land. "This is a very exciting day for me. You can't imagine how long I've waited to put this fence up. It's an ex-wife situation," he enthusiastically told the construction worker. Next-door neighbor Amy walked over to inspect the renovation, and the former couple quickly began to fight soon after. Amy also struggled. "I just have a hard time dealing with someone who's always negotiating with you. I think not being in a relationship with Matt, I'm learning how to find my voice and just be more confident," she said. Out with the old and in with the new, and that is what this wall represents. Matt concluded the feisty duo, then began to bicker at each other over the correct terminology for the flag lot and neck of their estate, and Matt was adamant he was correct. "The fact we're even arguing about it shows why we don't work together well." He said the duo, then began to bicker at each other over the correct terminology for the flag lot and neck of their estate, and Matt was adamant he was correct. "Whenever Amy and I get together, it always starts off very cordial, then she turns very defensive. The fact we're even arguing about it shows why we don't work together well." He fans blasted the TLC star for the way he spoke to his ex-wife Matt, is making it very hard to keep liking him. "The wall is in a whole move," someone wrote. Another upset fan said, "I don't like Matt Roloff. He's a manipulator and needs constant acknowledgement and praise. He really likes to have his ego stroked, and he found the perfect woman to do it. Matt is so nasty to Amy. Hopefully he doesn't act this way towards her in front of the grandchildren." One viewer mentioned in tonight's LP Beto episode, Amy revealed she put an offer on a house that soon after got approved. The mother of four moved off Roloff Farms in December 2019 after 30 years on the "Then it dawned on me." Matt and our farm manager, who had been working for us a number of years by then, seemed to have more than just a working relationship or friendship, Amy wrote in her book. "I saw messages, pictures, and other things that should not have been shared between people who just worked together and were still married to other people. I was devastated." Matt and Amy Roloff moved on from their divorce, but they're still committed to creating new seasons of Little People, Big World. After season 24 concluded, fans felt uncertain as to whether TLC could renew the series. But Amy Roloff told fans that she started filming. "Well, we are for one more season at least," Amy said while speaking live on social media. "We're filming, so I'm assuming there are more episodes coming." Matt also gave a clue that he's back for more. "I've been super busy building my house, keeping up with growing grandkids, reorganizing the farm, working with Jacob on the new commercial well/irrigation system, 5 years in the making TV shows, and mostly just enjoying my engagement and time with Caryn." He posted to Instagram on May 1, 2023. As of May 2023, TLC hasn't officially renewed Little People, Big World. But fans can expect an announcement LP Beto. The one thing Amy Roloff would change about her wedding with Chris Marek. Little People, Big World first premiered on TLC in 2006, and Amy Roloff has starred on the show since it first premiered. In 2021, Amy Roloff married Chris Marek, and she frequently shares insight about her relationship with Marek on social media. In an interview with People magazine, Amy Roloff revealed what she would change about her wedding with Marek. Amy Roloff and Marek were married in August 2021, and Amy Roloff divorced LP Beto co-star Matt Roloff in 2016. Her wedding to Marek was shown in pictures by People magazine, and film from the wedding was shown on TLC. In a November 2021 interview with People magazine, Amy Roloff shared one thing she would want to change about her wedding with Marek. "Even though we had our family and friends and stuff like that, they're there for us," she told the magazine. "I don't need to cater to that. I need to cater, probably, a little bit more to Chris and I." Even though Amy Roloff would want to make the wedding more focused on her relationship, If she could go back in time, she still enjoyed the event. Speaking with People magazine, the reality star shared her favorite memory from her wedding when I walked out of the barn door and saw my dad sitting there, she told People magazine. It was a warm afternoon, and so he wasn't sure whether he'd walk me down the full length or halfway amid his health issues. Whenever Amy and I get together, it always starts off very cordial, then she turns very defensive. She continued, I looked at him sitting there, waiting for me to come to him. Then when I met up with him, my eyes went directly to Chris and his handsomeness in that suit. It was like the people around us faded when Little People, Big World first premiered. The series focused on Matt Roloff and Amy Roloff raising their children, Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob. The series followed Matt and Amy's marriage, their finances, and their time spent running their family farm in Oregon nowadays. The series primarily follows Matt Roloff and Amy Roloff's separate lives, and their son Zach Roloff, and his marriage to his wife Tori Roloff. While Amy Roloff is married to Merrick, Matt Roloff is in a relationship with his longtime girlfriend Caryn Chandler. Since their divorce, Matt Roloff and Amy Roloff have remained civil, and at times Merrick and Matt Roloff are even seen spending time together on Little People. Big World Amy Roloff's wedding with Merrick was held on the famous Roloff family farm. Even though Matt Roloff is the owner of the farm, he was not in attendance at the wedding. According to People magazine, Merrick shared in an episode of Little People, Big World, that his attendance could be awkward for some people. Amy Roloff's wedding with Merrick was held on the famous Roloff family farm. Even though Matt Roloff is the owner of the farm, he was not in attendance at the wedding. According to People magazine, Merrick shared in an episode of Little People, Big World, that his attendance could be awkward for some people. Little People, Big World exes Amy and Matt Roloff got together in the 80s. How did they first meet? Amy and Matt Roloff still work together on Little People, Big World, despite divorcing in 2016 and finding new pay for fans of TLC's Little People, Big World. Amy and Matt Roloff's love story is an important part of the show's history. The couple, both Little People themselves, built a life and family together on their sprawling Oregon farm, Roloff Farms, and raised awareness about Little Peoplerners. Little People, Big World exes Amy and Matt Roloff got together in the 80s. How did they first meet? Amy and Matt Roloff still work together on Little People, Big World, despite divorcing in 2016 and finding new partners. However, in 2016, after nearly 30 years of marriage together, Amy and Matt got divorced. Fortunately, they both found new partners and continue to work on the show together. Now in season 25, Amy and Matt have reunited alongside Matt's current fiancée, Caryn Chandler, and Amy Roloff's husband, Chris Merrick, to work on a charity event that will be held at the farm. Matt confirmed on the show that this charity is very special to him and Amy, as it led them to meet. So, what is this charity? And how exactly did Amy and Matt meet? Details below. Matt confirmed that he and Amy first met at a Dwarf Athletic Association of America, DAAA, convention. DAAA played a very important role in Amy and my life, and I met Amy because of it, Matt said in a season 25 confessional. They met at the conference in 1986. When the show began in 2006, Matt and Amy shared details about how they first met in a season 1 episode. Matt claimed that when he first saw Amy, he could tell she'd make a great mom. Matt confirmed that he and Amy first met at a Dwarf Athletic Association of America, DAAA, convention. DAAA played a very important role in Amy and my life, and I met Amy because of it, Matt said in a season 25 confessional. They met at the conference in 1986. When the show began in 2006, Matt and Amy shared details about how they first met in a season 1 episode. Matt claimed that when he first saw Amy, he could tell she'd make a great mom. Speaking about Matt, Amy said, "He just had a zest for life and didn't really have any barriers in front of him in the sense of being a little person." She further claimed that he had a fresh approach at looking at things, which attracted her to him. The couple married on September 12, 1987, and were together until May 18, 2016. They welcomed 4 children throughout their marriage: twins Zach and Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob. Speaking about Matt, Amy said, "He just had a zest for life and didn't really have any barriers in front of him in the sense of being a little person." She further claimed that he had a fresh approach at looking at things, which attracted her to him. The couple married on September 12, 1987, and were together until May 18, 2016. They welcomed 4 children throughout their marriage: twins Zach and Jeremy, Molly, and while finalizing their divorce, Amy met Chris Merrick at a mixer in 2016. Although he wasn't initially paired with her, but the couple clicked and Chris invited her for a motorcycle ride. In August 2021, they got married after 5 years of dating. Matt also got into a new relationship. Caryn worked full-time for the Roloff family business for a decade, first as a manager and then as Matt's personal assistant. Their relationship public in 2017, and Caryn departed from her farm position in 2018. Speculation swirled that Matt's involvement with Caryn began before the end of his marriage with Amy. Regardless, Matt and Caryn's engagement was announced in April 2023. Matt Roloff met Caryn Chandler when she was still an employee at Roloff Farm. Since Amy and Matt Roloff finalized their divorce in 2016, both Little People, Big World stars have started relationships with other people. Amy is happily engaged to Chris Merrick, and the couple is planning a 2021 wedding. As for Matt, he's currently dating Caryn Chandler, who lives on the farm with him and frequently appears on the TLC series. Over time, viewers have likely wondered, how did Matt and Caryn meet? Anyway, this was probably a bit awkward at first, especially for Amy, who only recently moved off the family's farm. But Caryn is actually a former employee of Roloff Farms. Caryn worked full-time for the family business for 10 years, first as a manager and then as Matt's personal assistant. According to Matt, Caryn had been instrumental in running pumpkin season until she was no longer employed by the Roloffs as of 2018. "I enjoy her immensely. Whether we're working or whether we're relaxing, we have a great time together," Matt said on LPB. Unsurprisingly, there was speculation that Matt had allegedly cheated on Amy with Caryn. This rumor was never confirmed by Matt or Caryn. However, Amy opened up about her experience in her book, LA. Matt was spending more and more time at the tavern he often frequented in the evenings after filming and working on the farm, and our farm manager seemed to be around more and more often as well. What, if anything, was going on? Amy wrote, per People. Then it dawned on me. Matt and our farm manager, who had been working for us a number of years by then, seemed to have more than just a working relationship or friendship. I saw messages, pictures, and other things that should not have been shared between people who just worked together and were still married to other people, she explained. I was devastated, Amy later added. In hindsight, I know I should have said something right away, but I didn't. I was scared and ashamed anything remotely like this could be happening. Was Matt really interested in someone else right in front of me? Why would he even go there when we were still married? No, Matt and Caryn aren't engaged, but they definitely plan to be husband and wife one day. The couple's Instagram followers were faked out back in February 2020 when Matt shared a photo of himself and his significant other. Well, it's official. The waiting is almost over. All the new episodes of #Oppo that we've been working on the past 6 months will now air in just over a month. March 31st, 2020 is the date Little People Big World will return, we wrote. Told me. At first, a number of fans incorrectly assumed Matt was making an official announcement about his and Caryn's that's coming downstream, I hope. Matt replied at the time, "We don't want to step on Amy and Chris's excitement, but you never know what might happen next. For now, Caryn Chandler won, and I are living a very happy and our very best life together, enjoying our kids and my grandkids." A wonderful season of their relationship seems to have survived social distancing, as both Matt and Caryn have still regularly posted about each other ever since the novel coronavirus pandemic upended life in the US, if so, who knows? Perhaps season 21 will feature Matt proposing to Caryn Little People, Big World. Is Amy Roloff still with Chris Merrick? The TLC series Little People, Big World is back for another season as fans continue to watch the lives of the Roloff family, particularly divorced Matt and Amy Roloff. However, as the former spouses continue to lead separate lives, season 23 of the hit show will capitalize on how the dynamic between Amy and Matt and their new partners are evolving. The exes called it quits and finalized their divorce in May 2016. And have since both moved on with other people. So is Amy still with Chris in 2022? While some fans have not initially been happy about Amy's beau Chris, the couple is still going strong. In fact, they tied the knot at Roloff Farms on August 28, 2021, and are still very much together today. Meanwhile, Matt is currently dating former Roloff Farms manager Caryn Chandler. Chris was born on August 10, 1962, which means he's currently 59. Meanwhile, Amy was born on September 17, 1964, making her 57. The pair were married for nearly 30 years when they made the announcement that they would be splitting up after 27 years of marriage. It is with great sadness that we have come to the difficult decision to file for divorce. We are proud of what we have accomplished together, including raising our 4 wonderful children, who have grown to become remarkable adults, and building our strong and ongoing successful businesses. The statement read, though Matt and Amy never officially confirmed that their relationship ended due to infidelity. It has been hinted at in numerous interviews. Matt has been dating Caryn, who also happens to be the farm manager at Roloff Farms, and Amy has admitted to feeling awkward about working alongside her ex-husband and his girlfriend. The TLC reality star also hinted that Caryn may have played a role in Amy's failed marriage after telling cameras during a solo interview, "Having to interact with Caryn about this, I have to take a little moment to process this. It will always be difficult for me. It takes everything I have not to bring up that past baggage and apply what's happening now." Matt has also hinted that his relationship started with Caryn before the ink dried on his divorce. "Amy and I grew apart, and I never thought in my wildest dreams I'd be divorced in this stage in my life. And Caryn went through a divorce," he said. "So I think we just sort of realized, wow, a person that I care about is right under my nose, and suddenly it's very sort of different. And Caryn is a super amazing no more today." What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.